Hello and welcome. Today we are diving into project-based learning, or PBL, but maybe not in the way you're used to thinking about it. We're going to talk about how to take it from being this massive, overwhelming event into a simple, really powerful, everyday habit.
Okay, let's just get real for a second. For so many of us, the phrase project-based learning kind of brings on a cold sweat, right? It just feels like this huge all-or-nothing endeavor. It sounds like weeks of planning, crazy logistics, a complete classroom overhaul that just doesn't feel possible most days.
But what if that's the big misunderstanding? What if that whole all-or-nothing approach is actually the wrong way to look at it? And here's the secret. The most effective, highest quality PBL isn't really about the big, flashy events. It's built on small, consistent, daily habits. The best PBL teachers, they aren't necessarily project people, they're routine people. They have figured out how to weave inquiry and collaboration into the fabric of their everyday teaching. Now, to get there, it really requires a fundamental shift in our mindset. It's all about moving our focus away from that shiny final product and putting it right where it belongs, on the learning process itself. And this is such a key distinction. You see, when we get too hung up on the final product, the poster, the presentation, the thing, it could actually become a huge distraction. The kids get obsessed with the outcome, and we can lose all that deep learning along the way. But in true project-based learning, well, the project is just the vehicle. The real prize is the process. And listen, don't just take my word for it. This quote from a student, it says everything. They get it. They know that even if the final product isn't perfect, the project is a win if they actually learn something. That's the bullseye we should be aiming for. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we make this shift feel practical and not just like another thing to add to the list? Well, the solution is all about the power of daily routines. This is what we mean by daily PBL. I absolutely love this metaphor. Think about these little daily routines as strength training for your students' brains. Every single day, you're helping them build up those cognitive and collaborative muscles that they're going to need to tackle bigger, more complex stuff down the road. It's all about building that capacity, that stamina, one rep at a time.
All right, let's make this super concrete. To get you started, we're going to look at 3 simple but really high-impact routines. These are things you could start using in your classroom, like tomorrow, to turn that strength training idea into a reality.
First up, we've got opinion lines. The idea is so simple. You give your students a provocative statement related to your content, and then they physically line up along a continuum in the room, from strongly agree, way over here, to strongly disagree, way over there. But here's the magic. It's not about where they stand. It's about forcing them to explain why. It's a fantastic, maybe 10-minute intellectual warm-up that gets them building arguments and really listening to each other.
Next is examining errors. Oh, this one is just so powerful. Instead of trying to hide mistakes, you put a flawed example, an incorrect math problem, a weak paragraph, front and center. And you have the students analyze it. What this does is it completely reframes errors not as failures, but as these super valuable learning opportunities. It builds resilience, deepens understanding. It's just a game changer.
And finally, there's World Cafe Lite. This is a super dynamic way to get a rich conversation going fast. You just set up a few stations around the room, each with a different question or maybe an image. Then, students rotate in small groups. They spend just a couple minutes at each station adding their ideas and, this is the key part, building on the ideas of the groups that were there before them. In less than 10 minutes, you get this incredible cross-pollination of ideas. It's amazing. Okay, so we've got these powerful daily habits. Now let's zoom out a little bit and see how these small routines actually build the foundation for a full-scale, successful project. And this right here, this is the roadmap. A really rigorous project can be broken down into these 4 clear phases. This structure is what helps us finally get rid of that dreaded, messy middle and replace it with an intentional learning middle. So, it all kicks off with Phase 1, the project launch. This is all about hooking the students with a real-world problem or a really compelling question. The whole goal here is just to spark curiosity and start generating that all-important list of what they need to know to tackle the challenge. Next up is Phase 2, the surface workshops, and this is so important. This is not about just letting kids flounder around. This is where focused, direct instruction is absolutely key. You're explicitly teaching the foundational knowledge, the vocabulary, making sure every student has the tools they need before they dive any deeper. And then you get to the real heart of it, Phase 3, the deep workshops. This is where students take all that foundational knowledge and they really start to grapple with it. They're moving way beyond just memorizing. They're analyzing, they're connecting ideas, they're debating, they're defending their reasoning. This is where that true, sticky, lasting understanding is built.
Now this slide is fantastic because this is where it all comes together. You can see how there's this whole toolkit of routines, a lot like those small daily habits we just talked about, that plug directly into each phase of the project. So they aren't some separate thing you do. They're the engine that drives the learning forward at every single stage.
So, why do all this? What is the ultimate payoff for taking this daily approach? Honestly, it all comes down to two huge, powerful concepts: rigor and agency.
For your students, the benefits are just transformative. When they practice these skills every day, collaboration just becomes natural. They start to handle confusing, ambiguous problems with real confidence. Feedback stops feeling personal and starts feeling productive. And the big one, critical thinking stops being something you do on a worksheet, and it becomes an everyday habit.
And you know what? For us teachers, the benefits are just as profound. It means less stress. It means that when you do launch a bigger project, it runs so much more smoothly because all the norms and skills are already there. And the result? You see a dramatic increase in the quality of student work, and you did it by elevating their thinking, not your workload.
So here's the bottom line. If we want students who are curious and resilient and collaborative, we don't always need to launch more massive, spectacular projects. We need to transform the daily experience of learning itself.
And that leads me to the one question I really want to leave you with. Just for a second, forget about the big 4-phase project. Think smaller. What's just one simple routine that you could try in your classroom tomorrow?